Sometimes in life we make decisions, and sometimes they are poor decisions, and they wind up putting us in places we really don't want to be in. Kind of like some of the people we're going to see coming up here. Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Broncos Guru, and it is this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. Our first item to make the boating news this week is going to be Pooh Bear and his honey pot. Up on Marshmiller Lake in Wisconsin this past week, a young family was out and they happened to see something struggle to swim, and it turned out to be this bear with a jar stuck on his head. Trisha and Brian Hurt and their family tracked this bear down and made the attempt to pull the jar off of the bear's head before it made it to shore. They knew if the bear made it to shore, they were likely not going to be able to get this jar off, and here's how it went down.
Yep. Keep coming. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, go. We saved our little bear.
Good job, buddy.
Swim happy. This has been a night.
Our next item to make the boating news this week shows us what it's like when there's roads closed in Montreal. If you've ever experienced Montreal traffic up in Quebec, Canada, you'll understand there's always lots of congestion, and sometimes it's caused by some strange things, kind of like we see right here where this boat came unhooked from its trailer and it's blocking all the lanes on Highway 40 just west of Montreal. This video footage was sent in by Nicole Taylor, and it was said the traffic was backed up almost 4 kilometers from this incident. Our next item to make the boating news this week is going to show us what it's like when you're a little bit under-trucked. This video was sent in by Steven Werner over on Facebook, and this is him showing us this Dodge Ram's rear tires literally coming off the ground as they're trying to back this boat back down the ramp to level the boat back out on the trailer. Here they are severely under-trucked. The weight of this boat is so much heavier than the truck that they are really struggling to do anything with this. Even here you're going to see in a few moments where they have to pull this back out. This Dodge Ram actually has to be pulled by another truck because its tires are coming completely off the ground as they're trying to get the trailer out of the ramp. A little wild. Just because you got the money to buy something sometimes, guys, doesn't necessarily mean you need to go out there and buy it. Our next incident was sent in by Melissa Pack over on Lake Louisville in Texas, and she's going to show us what it's like when somebody has a bad day in the lake. Here you're going to see the nose of a boat that's collided with another vessel out on the water when it was leaving a party cove. I'm going to serve this just as a nice reminder, especially with the 4th of July weekend coming up. If you're going out having a good time on the water, please do it in moderation. Don't go out there and drink and drive. A lot of lives are going to be on the waters this weekend, and let's make sure everybody has a safe time. Fortunately, the gentleman who's on this vessel was picked up by one of the surrounding vessels and he was uninjured. Our next incident is going to be a SpaceX Rescue. If you're not familiar with SpaceX, they are one of the few astronaut programs still going in the United States right now. One of their search and rescue vessels was actually out performing maneuvers in preparation for the upcoming capture of the Crew Dragon space capsule. During this training mission, an emergency message from the Coast Guard came over the radio of a man overboard. Quickly, this vessel leapt into action and began helping with the search and rescue mission. The research vessel wound up recovering a 54-year-old gentleman who was off of his 27-foot center console trying to remove some debris that was stuck in the prop when all of a sudden the current caught him and pulled him away. Fortunately for this gentleman, that crew was there and they got a little extra training and recovery. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your story over here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on that subscribe button.